$1,000. That is how much the reward is up to tonight to anyone who helps catch the suspect in the torture and death of a dog in Thurston County.
And tonight, the first officer on the scene talked about how the case has impacted her and why it is so important to find this killer.
What we're seeing here is scratch marks from where the dog was struggling.
Erica Johnson is an animal cruelty investigator in Thurston County. The first on scene after a mountain biker found a pit bull hanging from this tree. It was near milepost 14.5 on Highway 8 in Olympia. Johnson has named the dog Justice.
Her feet were just barely touching the ground.
And she'd been sexually assaulted.
This makes me furious.
The rest of the abuse so heinous it's outraged a veteran undercover investigator from Posado's Safe Haven.
This kind of crime strikes a whole different chord in your soul.
She keeps thinking about the dog that thought she was going on a walk in the woods.
I can't even explain in words the anger and deep sadness that this brings inside of me.
So they've collected DNA samples to run at the crime lab.
My guess is that they've probably had run-ins with the law before.
And are appealing to the public for help.
Just to think that this helpless dog went through so much at the hands of some monster.
Doing everything they can to get justice for justice.
I think that anybody that's capable of committing a crime like this needs to be put behind bars.
It is so hard to wrap our minds around a case like this. It is just infuriating. What type of person would do these things?
It's hard for you to understand and for you at home to understand because you're not sick in the head like this person that's doing this. They clearly have some kind of mental problem or emotional problem, probably some kind of abuse in their own past. They're taking it out on this poor dog, and this was pre-planned. They were out there for a while. This wasn't a very quick thing, sadly. And so if you recognize those signs, if you know somebody that had a pit bull and suddenly that dog's not around anymore, or somebody that's been acting very strangely or aggressive, you're definitely going to want to call law enforcement or contact Posado's Safe Haven, or you can contact the Humane Society or Thurston County Animal Control. They've got a $13,000 reward, and the public can donate to that. You can increase that reward because this person needs to be locked up, as she said.